There are a few different mass rocks or mass parlours around the parish and village of Blackwater. Um, the one that I'm going to show you first is one here in Tubernavia. Again, Eugene Murphy took me here. It's just north of the village. It's in the parish of Blackwater in the townsland of Ballingown, and the site actually had a spring and a waterfront, a granite waterfront, and possibly would have been used as a holy well. But Eugene said that his father always said that it was mass said there during penal times, and his father used to call it a mass parlour. And when you stand there, it's just a fantastic sight. You've got a big high sandbank behind you, and it's almost like an enclosure, and with a great view straight ahead, where I suppose you can see any authorities or anyone coming. So a perfect place for a secret mass. Eugene then also took me down. So Ballingown, if you wanted to get to it, it's a hard site to find. But I have details on the map. You can see my screen grabs from my GPS on my phone. You can see exactly the field and site where the location is. But if you come back down further, I click on the street view map here now. Here's Ballingown. But if you come back down further to Ballyconnegar Upper, again there's another mass rock which Eugene took me to. It was Johnny Cullen's on Johnny Cullen's land, and if we scroll down here, it's a bit closer to the village, and again it's a fantastic site, completely different than the other site. The field where the mass rock's located, actually Johnny said they used to call it the hollow field, because it's down in a hollow, and you've got lovely high banks all around you, so it's a perfect spot for anyone to keep an eye out on anyone coming. So here's the village of Blackwater. Here's a turn off Ballyconnegar Upper. So if we just zoom in here and zoom in here, the mass rock is located in this field here, if I'm correct. Again, you look at the kind of screen grab I did with the GPS on my phone, and you can see the exact location. So you take a left-hand turn, and then it's through a series of fields. Again, all these are on private property, so you'd need to talk to the landowner to get permission to go on. But it was lovely. Johnny and Eugene took me down, and when we were standing here at the Mass Rock, Johnny kind of casually points up that he says that there were some of these fields up here that were 3 croppies buried in them. And it said he was always told they were from Gorey, and they were buried in the corner of a field up here in 1798. And ever since then, no one's ever actually ploughed or meddled with that corner of the field. But it just shows you how much, I suppose, bits of local knowledge exists within just in one family or a couple of people. Again, this is the mass rock here at Ballyconnegar Upper. There are possibly other mass rocks as well, or mass rocks or mass paths that are in the village. So if anyone had any more information, we'd be delighted to include them on the website.